Yes, now we have the recording on, guys. So just like I said, I'm going to take this fib off and start all over now that I have the letters on. Now that I have the letters on, because people were struggling to understand what I was trying to see. So just like I said, now we're looking at this M that has the second part of the M going above the first part of the M. Immediately I see that, I'm going to start labeling this part of the M as my X, this part of the M as my A, this part of the M as my B. To confirm that the B that I'm looking at is correct, I'm going to have to pick up my Fibonacci retracement tool. I know people are taking notes, so I'm going to slow down a little bit. And I'm going to place my retracement tool from the X leg all the way to the A. And I need price to retrace from the A leg for a minimum of 38.2% and not more than 61.8%. So I need price to come in between 38.2% retracement and 61.8% retracement. If price goes above that, if price goes above 61.8%, it is no more a cipher pattern. That is what I want people to understand. Sometimes you might be tricked into being, okay, I just saw this, I measured it, is an M, it has the second part above the first part, so it's a cipher. No, the trick is there is another pattern that looks exactly like this. There is another pattern that looks exactly like this. You mean market price, right? Yes, I mean market price. You need market price to come in between the dark line. Yes, the black line. On my Fibonacci retracement tool, I have modified all my retracement numbers, so I know which positions I'm looking at for which pattern. If you're interested in knowing the settings for my Fib 2, I'll be happy to put it on for people to take a screenshot. Anybody in the group chat who want to modify the Fibonacci retracement tool, just like I have mine, I'll be happy to put the settings on and you can take a screenshot of it. Antonia, is everything okay? Good. So now we need price to come into the 38.2 zone, and price should not close above 61.8 level. If it does, it is no more a cipher pattern. In this case, it was beautiful. Price came just into the zone, wicked the zone, and then moved up. So I had my eyes right at the 78% for my entry. And look, we got the C right here. Exactly. Let's put the fib on. To get your C, just like I said, we're going to do exactly the opposite of what we had from X to A. We're going to do from A to X. I'm going to extend my fib to make it clear. So from A to X, I started my fib from the A part to the X part, and what I was expecting price to be at 1.272 and inside 1.414. So X to C equals D completion at 78.6. Yes, Stacy, X to C. Please, can you post the FIP settings for us. Jacob, you shouldn't be worried because your settings is all done. I did them for you. I remember that. But yeah, for the rest of the people, showing my FIP settings, and you'll be happy to take screenshots. I know, Jacob, I've been doing quite a lot on your trading view, so everything is already modified. Yeah. But yeah, for the rest of you, I'm going to put the settings on for you. Yeah. So now we know A, we know B, we know X, and we know our C. The next thing we're going to look for is we are going to remove the second FIB tool that we placed on the chart. We're going to remove the second FIB. It was from A to X. And once you have done that, all I want you to do is pull your FIB, the one that you had already on, take it from the A part and move it all the way to the C part. Right? Before that, I had my FIB like this. Are you following? Give me a 1 in the chat box if you're following. Before that, I had my FIB like this. But now all I want you to do not place any more FIB. Do not place any more Fibonacci 2. Don't make your chart messy. All you need to do is put the FIB from the A part to the C part. Right? That's it. You are done. So now the retracement you are looking for, price coming from the C leg to the D leg. Now we're looking for a D. We're looking for a D right there. So the retracement we need, just like Stacy said in the chat box, X to C equals D at the 78.6 FIB retracement level. And guys, look what price did. I didn't move the market. I didn't move the market. How much I trade, how much money I put in the market, don't have any power in moving the market to this zone, guys. But look, the pattern has finished exactly at the 78.6 zone. And the beautiful thing about this, with those that we trade smart money, I see somebody's putting something in the chat. Oh my God, I actually got this now. Thank you, Augusta. I'm happy you're getting it. I'm so happy you're getting it. You see? So the beautiful thing about smart money traders, I am going to look my 78% area and see what is attracting price to come into that zone. Right? What is attracting price to come into that area? And you can clearly see that now I am going to remove this fib right here. But before that, I want you to see what I'm looking at. Can we see a soft imbalance in this area? Let's change this color into something people can see. Let's use blue. Yes. Can we see a sort of imbalance around this area? Give me a 1 in the chat box if you can see it. If you cannot see it, I'm going to make my screen bigger for you to see it. Two points. Jeffrey, Stacy. Yes, I guess they can see it. Marin can see it. What is an imbalance? Oh, no, you're not about to do this. You know what an imbalance is. But yeah, don't worry. I am gonna go over it. I'm gonna make my screen wider, and I'll show you why there is an imbalance in this area. Can you see this candlestick right here? The doji candlestick right here, guys, where I have my cursor on. And this doji candlestick right here, the red one. The wick of the blue one is not touching the wick of the red one, right? Because it was separated by this huge price action. So an imbalance is two small price movement separated by a strong price action. Two small price movements separated by a strong price action. We're going too much into technical school, but of course, we're not technicalists. We're just here to understand what trading is about. So an imbalance is where the wick of these candlesticks are not meeting one another. If you look in this area where I've got my cursor right now, look at the way the wicks are overlapping. The wicks are beautifully overlapping everywhere here. But when you got to this point, this wick refused to overlap. If you agree with me, please give me a 2 in the chat box. If what I've just explained is good enough, give me a 2 in the chat box. Thank you very much. Nana, you asked that question, so please give me a 2 in the chat box if that is clear. Then we can go ahead. Glad. So we have been able to eliminate the issue of imbalance. So look at the way we had our eyes on the harmonic pattern, right? But we have managed to complete the pattern, and we have also managed to identify a sort of imbalance in the market. So now we have our X, A, B, C, and D. And we know that around the 78%, there was an imbalance. So now I'm going to put the cipher pattern to there. If you go on your trading view, if you go there, the cipher pattern is just right there. I have them as favorite, so I have them on my chart. I can pick them up whenever I want. And you're going to start from the X part, X to A to B, B to C, and C to D. Does that look like a harmonic pattern to you guys? Give me a 2 in the chat box if it does. Sorry, give me a 3 in the chat box if it does. 3 in the chat box if it does. Does that look like a harmonic pattern to you? Thank you, everyone. I'm so happy when my effort do not go in vain. So what's the difference between the cipher pattern 2 and the XABC2? The XABC2 is used to draw the Garlic pattern, the bat pattern, the butterfly pattern, the crab pattern, the deep crab pattern, and then the shark pattern. That's what you're going to use the XABC to do. The cipher 2 is strictly used to draw cipher patterns. And the reason is, if I look at this chart, if you mark up your chart and use the cipher 2, if I don't go back to do the measurement, I can read your chart and tell you it is correct or it is wrong. How would I be able to do that? Look for my pattern right here, from the X to A. The retracement B, it is showing me 0.622 right here on my cipher pattern. Can you see that on the chart? 0.622 on the chart. So this is telling me that the retracement from X to A at B is 0.622. The cipher pattern is telling me that. And see what it is right here. From A to B going to C on a cipher pattern is going to tell you it is 1.307. So if I see this 1.307 is within 1.272 and 1.414. So I know that the cipher pattern is correct on the C part. And on the D part, from X to C is giving me 0.785 right here. So I clearly understand that I have an accurate cipher pattern placement. Oh, okay, I used the XABC for my first pattern. No problem. It played out. You got lucky. You got away with it. Thank you. But now onwards, we're going to use the cipher for cipher, and we're going to use the XABC for the rest of the pattern. So please, can you zoom in on the imbalance? I know you said it is when wicks are overlapping, but I don't see that. Okay, all right. I am going to do that for you, Antonio. So the part I am saying there is an imbalance is in this area right here. Can you see this doji, this blue candlestick right here, Antonia? And then this candlesticks matching up right here. They are being separated by this big price action, bullish price action. So the wick of this doji candlestick is not meeting up. It's not overlapping with this wicks, creating this inefficiency in price action. Am I clear, Antonia? Yes, not quite there. No problem, but they wouldn't overlap. They wouldn't overlap, and that is the reason why it is an imbalance. Look at the rest of the candlesticks right here. This one, this red candlestick, and that one. Look at the way their wicks are overlapping. Look at that one. The wicks are overlapping. Look at this one, that one. The wicks are overlapping. But in this area, it's been separated by a strong bullish price action. So this wick right here and those wicks right here, they are not overlapping, created the inefficiency in price. Is that good enough, Antonia? If not, I have a whole session on imbalances. I would ask you to go and watch it. It is on my YouTube channel. I'll send it to you directly and you go over it and make sure that you master and practice it. All the same, let's get back to our cipher pattern. So guys, a cipher pattern is completed and it came to fill an imbalance. Now let's take away this yellow box. And this is your result. For harmonic traders, we buy at the D when the D is at the bottom. We buy at the D when the D is at the bottom. So the D would have been your entry and this would have been your profit. I would have entered of the imbalance, the 50% of the imbalance. So it would have been before my D. And the reason is I don't want to miss the trade. After doing all the hard work of identifying a pattern, you don't want to miss the trade. So I am going to take my entry at the imbalance. And that would have been 82 pips for just this setup. And we had this setup this week. How many pips? 82 pips, Stacy. Would like to see that also, please, would. All right. We'll share it in the group for anybody who wants to go over the imbalance to understand what I mean by imbalance. This is not power of harmonics. It's just the little twist that I've added to my harmonic patterns. And this is the reason why I'm telling people, come and let's learn this together. This is smart money plus harmonics. You can't go wrong. Smart money plus harmonics. You can't go wrong. Simple as that. We filled the imbalance and we moved 82 pips. We got this trade this week. So anybody who took NZD card and marked it up, you chopped. Let's confirm if we had it in the group. I want to make sure that I play it in the group. If not, then sorry guys, I was just being greedy. I took profit at the top of the imbalance. That's great. Well done, Stacy. Stacy has just confirmed. I don't need to go into my WhatsApp. It means that she saw that, right? So there was a sort of imbalances right here. An imbalance right here. And look at the way price reacted at the imbalance. It filled the imbalance right there. And look, it dropped. So we could have taken this trade back to back, back to back. It dropped and boom, it went up again. Which with smart money trading, anybody who would have seen this would have understood. This is a Wyckoff schematic, which we are not there yet. Eventually we'll start going into that. And immediately price started flying up. So the setup we had from the harmonic pattern moved so much. It moved too much, too much. Oh my God, I didn't stay in for that long. I haven't even checked. How are you calculating pips? All right, we'll come to that. We'll come to that. Oh my God. It moved over 150 pips from the pattern that we identified. So calculating TPs, if you go on Ray session, which I don't want to sway people, Ray pulls a fib. Ray pulls a fib from your C part to your D, right? Your TP1 would have been 38.2 right here. And your TP2 would have been 61.8 right here. So for profit, you're going to pull a fib from the C to the D. 38.2 is your TP1. 61.8 is your TP2. I hope that's clear. You might be asking, where would I put my stop loss? If you go on Ray session, this is what he does, which I don't like. Why? Because stop loss is too big. And I wouldn't risk that much for my trade. Hence why smart money comes in. Nana, can you show that there are possibly two trades, C to D and D to upside imbalance? Oh yeah, there was that sort of possibility. But for now, I would like to keep it simple. Let's do cipher pattern. For your stop loss, you put the fib from the X leg to the C leg. And your stop loss is just going to be below the 31, the 1.13 level. That is where your stop loss is going to be. Can you show me the TP2 point again? The TP2 point was basically pulling the fib from C to D, C to D, and TP2 is at 61.8 level. Now, guys, unmute yourself and let's talk through what I've just done. Then we will be done. Our call will finish.
Hey Nana, it's Stacey.
Come on, let's go, Stacey.
Hey, so you put the stop loss down at the X. Can you explain to everyone why you'd put the stop loss there, please?
The reason why I put my stop loss at the X is because if price move above my X, then it means that the main trade is going to be bearish. If price go below my X of the cipher pattern, then it means that the main setup is going to be a sell. Why? Because we have broken the X market structure. We have broken the bullish market structure, showing that price is not willing to go any higher. Instead, it wants to come down. Does that make sense, Stacey?
Yep.
Glad.
So
Why?
how do you calculate your TP1 and TP2? Do you use Ray strategy or do you use your own?
For my TPs, I don't use race strategy. Then the reason is because I trade smart money. So if I get price moving from my smart money zone, then I'm looking to TP at the next smart money zone. If that makes sense. So in this case,
Yeah, I need to
price
learn a bit more
reacted
smart
off.
money.
Price reacted off at the imbalance, telling me that price respected the harmonic pattern, but the harmonic pattern played because there was the imbalance. So the harmonic pattern then becomes my second confirmation. That wouldn't be my first confirmation. Once price is playing off the imbalance, harmonic pattern becomes my second confirmation, which means I'm not going to use harmonic to do my TP because price has played off the imbalance. So if price plays off an imbalance, price plays off institutional candlestick, I'm going to look to take my next profit at the next imbalance or the next institutional candlestick. Sorry, my computer is playing up right now. Let's wait for it to come. If it comes, I can show you stuff what I do. If not, I can take some more questions and we can discuss.
So Nana.
Yes.
Okay, so you've shown the imbalance,
Yeah.
but for those who may be thinking, what is the institutional? Can you show the institutional as well so they can understand maybe the smart money institutional candle as well as the imbalances as well, please?
Yeah, for now, my chat wouldn't open. My computer is just playing up. So I have a whole session on the basis of smart money, institutional candlestick, imbalances, gaps, liquidity, and all that. I have all those videos on my YouTube channel. I'm going to find it and I'll post it in the group to help those who wants to understand the institutional side of my harmonics. Those are the things that I look for. So once we add that to our harmonics, I think that's it. We would be done. We would be good to go. I hope that's clear. Because for now I have really nothing to show in the chat because my computer is doing really good. I see people can tell.
So
Then
can
the
I just
record.
ask, once you get used to doing the cipher pattern, what's the next pattern you would recommend to study?
Yeah, after the cipher pattern, the next thing that I learned was the Gatli, because the Gatli is kind of like
A bit more.
the Gatli was kind of like the cipher pattern, but then the only difference was the M, the second part of the M is below the first part of the M. So the Gatli pattern is the opposite of the cipher pattern. If people understand it quite well from where I'm coming from. Oh, let's just get this computer working again. No.
Francis, oh my gosh, I've been calling you Nana. I don't even know why. I'm sorry.
Well, don't worry. I've got Nana on my name as well.
Francis, can I just ask, are you drawing the cipher pattern on previous candles, or
Previous
I
candles,
mean, I can see it's so when you're ready to take a trade, right, and you go into trading view,
yeah.
where are you drawing the cipher patterns on previous historical candles?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the main key. You can only find D from the left side of your setup. Because
Okay.
you don't know what the future holds, but you know what the past has already given you, right? So
Understood. Yeah.
we're gonna base our analysis on what the past has given us in order to trade the future.
And what time frame would you do that on?
Every time frame that I can see the pattern.
Wow.
I'm quite I'm quite bad at this, so I go for anything, literally anything at all. I'm gonna try and see if I can get my chat to come up in the next 2 minutes, then I could show you a possible live setup and how I view it from my side. This
Do
is
you have the total confirmation for a harmonic? Does it require more confirmations?
no harmonics on itself. You don't need any confirmation, but I have created my own confirmation checklist
You
before
want
I
to
take.
share?
Yes. Oh my God! If I had my chat, it would have been better.
You can put it in the WhatsApp group.
Yes, I will. I will post my confirmation checklist in a WhatsApp group.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you.
But then the few things that you always have to know is, I always like to take my harmonic patterns in the direction of the trend. One, I want to know that if I'm taking a bullet harmonic pattern, the trend is mainly bullish, and not just bullish, but bullish on the time frame that I'm taking my entry.
I think I need to see that to understand.
That is quite deep. Yeah, we'll leave it right here, but we'll talk about
Okay.
that
Okay.
on another session. We'll definitely talk about that on another session. Anybody got any other question?
Hey, Francis.
Yes, Casey.
I mean, I kind of trade over every time frame, like from the 15-minute up. Would you recommend a better time frame, or it's just whatever you see?
For harmonic patterns, I would say for every time frame you see.
Sorry, say
For,
again?
for harmonics, I would say every time frame. Sorry, let's just try and mute some people because some people are partying in our account, which is quite unfair, you know? Yeah. For harmonic pattern, I'd say I'll take a trade from any time frame, but based on top-down analysis. I hope that makes sense, Stacey.
It makes sense, Francis. Thank you.
Yes, I can take a trade from the 1 minute time frame, And I'm taking the trade from the 1 minute time frame because from my top down analysis, I know that I am going to be bullish or bearish. There was a trade that I posted. Oh my god, this computer. Please give me a
So
chance.
basically, all the time frames should be saying the same thing: either sell or buy before you take it.
Yes, please. Please get that confirmation before you take it. Else you'll be drawing the patterns just like Francis, but you won't be getting the results just like Francis. Look at this chart. Who can tell me what time frame I'm looking at?
Is that the 1 minute, Francis?
That's 3 minutes time frame.
That 3
Wow.
minutes? Wow.
Look, 3 minutes, man. Didn't realize you could do that.
Right? And I posted this in the group that I was looking to buy NZD USD, where I had the eye.
That's the one
Guess
that
what?
reached the TP.
Price came exactly in that zone and it moved up. Look at the harmonic pattern I got on a 3 minutes time frame. This was a crap pattern I got on a 3 minutes time frame. It came there exactly and boom, it went up. So these are the sort of things I talk about usually. Seeing things on the time frame. Where is NZD USD? Let's try and see that. That is if I haven't deleted it. I'm quite progressive with my chart marking, so if I see what I need to see, I just clear it and start another markup.
You should keep it.
What?
You should keep it.
That's why I do
Have a
screenshots.
chart journal. Yeah.
I want to show you how that played out, and then we'll be done. We have just about a minute to finish. Please, can you just be quick?
I think it's time for a new laptop, Francis.
I definitely knew that was coming. But yeah, NZD USD. There you go. That was the trade right there. That was the trade right here. Look at that.